What's going on, crew? Your boy's back with that heat for tonight. Um, I feel like tonight is the night that we're gonna take down that entire tournament and we're gonna eat some good food today. We're gonna get that chicken today, guys. So if you're ready to get that chicken and you're ready to see this fire that I got right now, you're in the right place. Definitely not disappointing today. Today is the day we get that money, all right? So I'm gonna get right into it. Um, see what we got here. All right, let's take a look at Atlanta versus Washington. Um, Washington had the best game last game out. John Wall had a superb game. I think playoff is about adjustments. And I'm not saying that John Wall, I'm going to start on Washington's side. I'm not saying that John Wall is not going to be able to do well. I just don't think he'll be back in the 60s today. I think they do something to try to limit John Wall because he was the single person that affected Atlanta. So I think they contain him some more. And I'm just not ready to pay 10K on some John Wall. All right. So with that said, man, Shooter is the worst defender at his position, and John Wall should easily feast. It's just for 10K. That's the part that I'm a little shy about, is the 10K part. So I'm gonna go ahead and be careful with John Wall today. Take a step back from John Wall, and I'm gonna go ahead and I was giving Bradley Beal a look. The thing with Beal is for 7K, he have to score 30 points. And with the rest of the Washington team stepping up, I don't think Bradley Beal can do. I think he can, honestly. I'm just not willing to throw all my money in there. I was really between Beal and McCollum. And McCollum is more incorporated into Portland's system a little more than Beal is in Washington. Not only is McCollum gonna get it going from the start, but they like to rest Lillard and then put McCollum as the point guard. So McCollum is really incorporated quite a bit in this offense. So I went with McCollum over Bradley Beal, but Bradley Beal is in a good spot. Like some Bradley Beal. Kelly Oubre has been consistent, playing well. Um, right around that 20 to 25 mark every game. If you're gonna pay down, Kelly Oubre is a decent option to pay down on. Um, Again, I was stuck between Oubre and Nene. It's looking like I'm gonna go Nene, and I'll get into that when I get to the Houston game. It might change closer to lock, just depends on how I feel. But I think Oubre's in a good spot. So Oubre, Beal, and Wall are all in good spots. It's just that I went with Lillard, McCollum, and Nene so far. All right. And then Jason Smith, everybody think he's gonna have a good game because Mahinmi is out. The thing with Washington, especially with Paul Millsap back, is very difficult for big men. And if we're going to play matchups, you want to be very careful with Jason Smith. All right. Atlanta is no jokes. I like Washington guards. I don't like Washington bigs. I like Markeith only because he's back to form. He's getting back into the 30s for minutes. And for just five and some change, he's been consistent around the 30. He showed the upside that he has. In 5 games against this team, he's averaging 35. So I would like to say that he got their number. And with no Mahinmi, I think they'll lean on Markeith Morris more so and use Jason Smith more as like a backup for Gortat. With that said, I like Gortat as well. I like the entire starting 5 for the Washington Wizards, man. As a matter of fact, it may not be a bad idea to just stack that game. If you're into stacking, I would say stack the entire Washington starting lineup and then go from there. But let's get to the Atlanta side now. Schroeder, I think the coach is gonna really monitor Schroeder today and really get him into check. Schroeder tends to be a ball hog. He had 44 fantasy points. I don't think he's gonna take as many points. I think Schroeder gets more assists this game, if anything. I think his shot totals might go down. And against John Wall, I'm just not big on Schroeder today. Hardaway, I think it's very possible for him to have a bounce back game. I do like some Hardaway. I like Hardaway more than Schroeder for the value worth. I think Hardaway can get you back around 30. He can come out and have a good game for 5.3. A lot of people are going to back off of him because he struggled already. But you got to be consistent. Don't back off of a player because they struggle one game. It's a 7-game series. This is the game I think Tim Hardaway gets it going. But Kent Bazemore, if I was to choose out of the two, I'd probably go Bazemore for 4K. In the last, 4 or 5 games, he's been 5 times value minimum. And he can get you 30 points when he gets hot. And I think Bazemore is the kind of guy that'll come out and for just 4K get you mid-20s. So again, I only paid less than 5K for one person, and that was Nene. And it's either gonna be Nene or Oubre for that price. But Bazemore is definitely worth a look, guys. I think Bazemore is in a good spot. So is Tim Hardaway. I just don't like to play these guys that it could be one or the other. You know what I mean? I didn't touch on Oubre when I was on the Washington side. Not Oubre, Otto Porter. The reason I got Otto Porter tonight is because nobody's going to be on Otto Porter. And the reason that Otto Porter's production has been so mediocre is his minutes has been down. If you look at his minute totals, 23, 24, 25. But now that they're giving him 30 minutes again, I'm pretty safe with Otto Porter against this team, man. I just got a nudge that Otto Porter is going to be the plug tonight. So he's a player that I like his floor. He's going to be low owned. He's like my, what they call these kind of guys, I guess sneaky player of the day. Otto Porter, I just got a good feeling. That's my gut player of the day is Otto Porter, okay? Moving on with Atlanta on the small forward, I said I like Bazemore. Stay away from Taurean Prince, guys. They gave him 32 minutes in that losing effort. I see him getting low 20s, man. They're going to feature a lot more Bazemore and less Taurean Prince. So stay away from Taurean Prince. I do not like Taurean Prince tonight. Do not. And then Paul Millsap. If you played him the last game, play him again this game. Don't make one game turn you off. Millsap can go off. I don't play Millsap ever. I don't like Millsap and Blake Griffin are just two people that I have a hard time getting to a lot. I gambled on Blake Griffin the other night, and it cost me. I'm not going to Millsap today. But if you're a person that plays Millsap and like Millsap, go ahead and get him in. All right. Then Dwight Howard, I love tonight. It's a good matchup for one. I was kind of analyzing this game. Dwight Howard only took 6 shots. 6 shots. All right. Now, I looked at the game against Cleveland. He took 12 shots, and they won that game. We're going to need above 15 points from Dwight Howard for Atlanta to win. And I think they go to him early. And we know that whenever Atlanta features Dwight Howard, he goes off for 40+. I see Dwight Howard in the 40s today. He's averaging in 5 games, 38 against this team. I think the adjustment after that loss the other day is to get Dwight Howard the ball and to get him the ball often. If you do not play Dwight Howard, you're going to regret it tonight, guys. Love Dwight Howard. That's probably my favorite player tonight, man. I think they're going to really use some Dwight Howard. And Washington is the type of team that Dwight can really have a good game against. So take advantage of that Dwight Howard situation, all right, guys? Let me see what my YouTube got to say so far if anybody's in here with me. Gabriel Santana. Long. Bill is second option. I'm on him today. If you like Bill, play Bill. But if I have to choose between Bill and McCollum, I'm going McCollum after seeing how McCollum was aggressive that last game. I wouldn't play Porter and Morris both. If one of them has a good game, I doubt both of them can do it. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm sticking to both in my lineup, man. I can't lie to you. I'm doing both. Greeting peeps. OP will be a good play tonight. Otto Porter. Hey, Van Eagle, we always get along, man. We always think alike. I love OP today. Love OP. Patrick Grant. It's been a long time. As a matter of fact, Patrick, what do your system say about Otto Porter tonight? Because something in my gut's telling me Otto is the play, man. What's up, people? Ernest, welcome. You just confused me, Ernest. The same name, but 2 different profile pictures. I'm like, what? KD is doubtful. Matt Barnes not in the shoot around. I'm feeling Iggy heavy. I mean, I'll touch on Iggy a little bit. McCollum feels like chasing. Nah, I think these playoffs, McCollum is going to define who he really is, man. McCollum has a lot of talent. And I like the idea of having him and Lillard both because there's nobody else on that team that can score. There's really literally nobody else on that team that can score. So to have both backcourt, I like that idea. Iggy, we're going to touch on Iggy in a minute. We like a donut in the middle without eating. So Howard may be in my lineup. Yeah, definitely go with Howard, man. I feel good. That's my favorite play out of all my players. All right. Now to continue, OKC versus Houston. Just to start off, I'm fading both of those 12, 13K guys. It's just not worth it. Harden was what? 12K. He gave us 65. That's like 5 times value, barely. So I'm not messing around with none of those Harden, Howard kind of players, all right? And then to start with OKC, I think Oladipo will have a better game. And I'm going to play some Oladipo. I played him the other day. He disappointed me. I'm not the type of guy that's going to make one game turn me off of a guy if I really like him in a matchup, all right? In 5 games, he owned this team. He had 32 points. That's more reason why I like him. And then when we look at the reason he struggled, he went 0 for 6 from the three-point line, 1 for 12 from the field. This guy's an NBA player. I'm just happy that he got that game out the way. That's behind him. So now he's back to shoot around. He's working on his jump shot. And they're going to realize that Russell Westbrook can't be Superman. They got to let some of these other guys do some work. So I like Oladipo in that situation today. I got Oladipo in my lineup, and I feel pretty good about it. I was strongly considering Andre Roberson. He just dropped 40 against this team. And he kind of owns this team, to be honest, man. In 5 games, that's a pretty good sample size. 5 whole games, guys. He's averaging 30 points against this team. The reason I'm staying away is because I think a lot of people are going to chase that. And I'm going to wait till the home game. You know that at home he's a much better player. I'm just worried tonight. I'm worried. It's just like I like Porter, I don't like Roberson tonight. I don't know why. Something in my belly is just saying to stay away. But trust me, game 3, we're going to get back. And that's another thing. I hope he sucks today. So game 3, his price will be the same or a little bit lower. And then that's when you want to get Roberson at home, full of confidence, in a good matchup that he likes to take advantage of. So I'm going to stay off Roberson. The reason that Roberson seems to do good against this team, if you look at his numbers, he's averaging about 2 steals per game. And he had 2 steals this last game, 2 blocks, is because they put him on Harden, and Harden is so ball hog dependent. It's just like a guard against Westbrook. You're going to get steals, you're going to get blocks because they just love the ball in their hands so much. But I think I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about Roberson. And then Taj Gibson is a bum, guys. I don't know. I guess they like him for defense. I'm good with Taj, man. Taj will never do anything good for me, and I'm just going to not even go there. Steven Adams, I still like Steven Adams tonight. I think he bounced back and get you 30 points. Don't be disappointed from one game, man. If you played Steven, I played him. I just like Dwight Howard more. But be confident in Steven Adams and Cantor. You just got to get the right one. I'm not really trying to see which is the right one. Now, point guards. Pat Beverly for 5,800. I do like Pat Beverly, guys. I do like Pat Beverly. Pat Beverly, like him. You know, the last 2 games, 40 points. The thing that really stands out to me is how he's crashing the boards. I think OKC was very – let me tell you guys, I watched that game, and if you guys saw the game, you realize that on the pick and roll, they were switching a lot of Steven Adams onto James Harden on the pick and roll. And they're going to realize that they cannot do that. For that reason, the rebounding capability of the Thunder greatly decreased, okay? It decreased. People like Patrick Beverly got 10 rebounds because Steven Adams was out on the perimeter guarding Harden. That's not going to happen tonight, okay? Pat Beverly's not going to get 10 rebounds, and 6K is a little risky for him. But trust me, Steven Adams is going to be in the post where he belongs, and he's going to have a monster game tonight. He's going to have a much better game. They're not going to keep switching out Steven Adams at the three-point line, getting crossed by James Harden, giving up layups. All right? There's no way that Taj Gibson can cover that when Harden 1-2s Steven Adams and go to the rim. So I think Steven Adams is going to remain in the paint where he really belongs more in this game, and that's going to take away from Beverly rebound. I just don't think Beverly for 6K is that safe. Last night when I made my lineup, initially I was feeling Beverly 100% all the way, but just not this time around, man. Beverly with these weird Mortal Kombat looking, whatever that is that he was doing, I think that's calmed down today. All right. And then that's pretty much it for Houston. Nene seems to do very well against this team. In just 19 minutes, he's averaging 22. If I get 22 from him, I'm okay. He just put up 23 against them. The thing with Nene is once the game get out of hand, he's the first guy that they're gonna pull. And he only played 19 minutes. He only played 19 minutes. I'm a little worried about Nene. And like I said, eventually it's either gonna be Nene or Oubre. Nene is not locked in my lineup yet. On my live show, then I'll let you guys know what I'm going with. But Nene is worth a look. And then on the OKC side, I did that already. Let's get back to the YouTube and see how you guys feel so far. KD's been ruled out. It's official. That's good. That's good stuff. That makes me like Draymond even more. Love Draymond. Woo! Draymond. Get your hands on some Draymond. Let's see where that's at. See where you guys got that imp from. Yeah, I figured they wouldn't play him because he's so injury fragile that why play him when you're up 1-0? You know what I mean? You're playing the 8th place team. Your confidence is like a piece of cake. You know, there's no motivation to play a guy, your star player, if he's not 100%. So he did not go through shoot around. Oh, so it didn't say he's out. He's just closer to doubtful. And he'll be a game time decision. So see how that works. Otto for 31 points, says Patrick System. Love that. So that means Patrick System and me got that same good feeling. Go with Steph. I'll take a look at it. What up? How we feeling about Hardaway? I think Hardaway bounced back tonight. I think he has a good game. It's just too risky. I'm not willing to take that risk. If you watch a Trailblazers game, it's hard not to play Lillard and McCollum. I agree, and that's why I got both in my lineup. There's nobody else that can score the ball, literally. Nobody else that can score the ball on that team. If KD doesn't go, I'm going to have to go Curry. I don't know about Curry. I'll take a look at him in a minute. I love Capella tonight. Capella is safe. It's just that the upside with Capella is where it's not there for me. And him sharing so much with Harrell and Nene, particularly. Capella will get you 30 and that's it. 30 to 35 and just stop there. You know what I mean? I don't see too much upside with Capella. But Capella is a good player. Don't sleep. Yeah, love Wall. Only concern is I love Wall too. I like Wall a lot tonight. I just don't like that he's 10K with all this other good plays that I can get. You know what I mean? With no KD, I love Evan Turner on the other side. That's a good call. Evan Turner was in my original lineup too. I'm chasing Roberson, not Oladipo. Hey, I like Oladipo, but it looks like he got the yips. Didn't look like himself at all. Hopefully it was just jitters. Yeah, Oladipo, he needed a game, man. He needed a game to settle in. Be confident in Oladipo tonight, man. Be confident. I don't like CJ with that bum ankle. All right. They were saying that about Ibaka last night, and Ibaka came through. So don't be concerned about an ankle. It's the playoff. These guys already talk smack, talking about we're going to take them out in 6, and they down 1-0. So I think they're about to go on a 4-game winning streak. I wouldn't be too worried about his ankle. Look at Ibaka. Oh, exactly, Peter. Exactly. Once a guy is cleared to play, there's doctors. These guys are getting paid millions of dollars to evaluate the situation, man. That's just distractions, guys. Don't get that into your head, man. Yeah, but a big different from a guard. A big don't have to do much or use his ankles as much. A guard that uses step back crossover. All right. I also think they'd rather play him on the road. I don't think Thunder Rocket game blowout. He's doubtful. Playing KD tonight would be stupid on their part. I agree. Hardaway for 30 tonight. I agree. I think Hardaway does well tonight, definitely. I think it's a good bounce back. I'm just concerned that Bazemore and Cephalosha and Torian Prince, way too much competition for me to lock in some Tim Hardaway. Wall is like LeBron. He ups his play in the playoff. I agree, but I won't say he's like LeBron. LeBron is going to get you rebounds, assists, points. LeBron is triple-double anytime. Wall would be 11K. and he's playing at home. I agree. It's just that I don't want to handicap my lineup with a big price tag like that. If you look at my lineup, my most expensive guy is what, 8,700, and I got all solid players. To go 10K for one player will make me make choices that I don't want to do. So that's why. You think Morris keeps it up? Yes, because they don't really have too much front court options. And Morris with minutes. Remember, guys, Markieff Morris was dropping 30 consistently in the middle of the season. He was a hot play every night. Every night. It was him and that kid on the Celtics, Jay Crowder. Now it's playoff. They're going to go back to that stuff that was working. These teams are not stupid. They see what works, and then they kind of hide it, man. They're not going to keep showing you their strategy when games don't really matter like that. So they put Markieff in the back. They feature some Oubre a little bit. But now it's time for Markieff and Otto Porter to show that this is the Wizards, guys. You know what I mean? This is the playoff Wizards. So I feel good about Porter and Keith and Porter. And his numbers against this team looks great. So I have no reason not to like Markieff tonight. Thoughts on Millsap and Howard? No Millsap. I never play Millsap. You will never see Millsap in my lineup. I don't care if he goes off for 200 fantasy points tonight. Next game, I'm not playing him. I don't do Millsap. But I got Dwight Howard in my lineup. Love Howard tonight. Love Howard. All right, let's continue on this last game before I end this video. Portland versus Golden State. It looks like KD will miss this game. That makes a lot of people like Steph Curry. Now, I like Steph Curry because for one, if we're playing matchups, this is the best matchup for a point guard. For two, without Durant's contribution, Curry got to pick it up, and we know that he's capable. We could see a 50-point Curry tonight. I might have to come down off something that I might consider is coming down off nobody. I mean, it's just that when I made this lineup and I looked at it, I loved it so much. So it's hard for me to I probably have to if I do get to Curry, I might have to do something like coming down off Oladipo and Markieff, throwing in some Curry, and then punting real low at a position like this. And with 2,300, it's not really a lot of options. So Muscala, you're reaching with Muscala. Muscala, maybe. You know, Washington is a good team. How many minutes did he got the last game? 12 minutes. They got 30. He's good for a point per minute, it looks like. For just 2K. If I do get to Curry, it might look something like this, guys. Lillard, McCollum, Porter, Draymond. You know what I mean? But I don't love. There's other people I love. Like I love Draymond more with no KD, but I can't say I love Curry because I don't think Curry's the plug tonight for some reason. But with that said, man, I gotta say yes. I think Curry is capable of dropping a nice 50 bomb tonight for this price. I just don't know. He didn't make my lineup because of the circumstances. I like Markieff tonight, and I like Oladipo tonight. But if I was to make a second lineup, Curry would headline it. All right, and that's a fact. If I make a second lineup, it'll be Curry. Here, let me submit this lineup, and then I'll show you what my second lineup would look like if I was to do it, right? If I was to make a second lineup, I would start off with some Curry and John Wall off the bat, because those are two people that I'm leaving that I really like. So I'll go John Wall, Steph Curry. All right, then I'll probably throw in some Oubre because I think Oubre is in a good spot. I'll throw in some Nene. Nene's in a good spot. I'll stick to some Dwight Howard. I think Dwight's in a good spot. Small forward. I'll probably play Oubre at the small forward. This would be my second lineup if I was making one. I'll throw like a Oubre as my small forward. My two guard will be I'll just balance it out. I'll probably go Tim Hardaway. You know what I mean? My power forward, gotta stick to Draymond with the circumstances. And then for forward, I like Ilyasova still, man. I don't know. I think Ilyasova but just not big on it. So for my forward, I'll probably look Matt Barnes missed. I don't know. I want to get Bazemore in there, so I'll probably have to come down somewhere. But if I was to make a second lineup, it'll look somewhere along the lines of this note right here: Wall, Tim Hardaway, Oubre, Draymond, Nene, Steph, Bazemore, and Dwight Howard. That's how my second lineup would look if I was making one. But I'm sticking to my original line. As a matter of fact, why not? Let's get this lineup. I like how this looks. I might throw just to have some John Wall, Steph Curry without it being too bad of a lineup. Let's see. How could I save $100 on this lineup? I like how it looks, man. I'll be honest with you. What's going on with Alan Crabb? Some foot issues. Well, you know what I would do in this situation here? What about that guy, that small forward guy? What's his name? I feel like you gotta have some of him in your lineup too. On Portland, what's his name? Especially with no KD, some Evan Turner. So I'll probably have to take out. I'll do this. Throw some Evan Turner in there, and then let's see what we got for 3,100. Oh no! You know what I'll do? I'll get rid of the name. I'll go JaVale McGee, especially with no KD. Get some JaVale McGee, guys. Please do yourself that favor, man. But JaVale McGee, Bazemore, boom. This will be a second lineup. Fire. This will be a second lineup. I'm actually gonna keep it. Hold on to it because I like it. My cell phone. Let me take a picture of this so I don't lose it because my computer acts up. John Wall, Tim Hardaway Jr., Evan Turner, Draymond Green, JaVale McGee, Steph Curry, Bazemore, and Dwight Howard. Trust me, guys. I might throw some money in these lineups tonight. I think I'm going 2. Just to say I got some John Wall and Steph Curry and some good value around them. This is a good lineup right here. I like it. Boom. All right. So let's continue with these games, though. So on Golden State, with no KD, I feel like you just have to go ahead and get Draymond. We saw what he just did. Monster game. He's too cheap at 7K. Playoff Draymond is serious. In 5 games against this team, 42 points. He's going to get double-digit rebounds only because Portland doesn't have a true center. Nurkic is out again. So give yourself some Draymond Green and don't hesitate. All right. And then JaVale McGee, guys. Oh, my God. The guy does not need minutes to hit value for this price. If you don't play McGee, you don't love money. And I'm done. I don't got nothing else to say. McGee is 2-8. He comes out 10 minutes, give you 17, 18 minutes, 22, 15 minutes, 20. And with no KD, they probably need a little more help from their big man. McGee is the truth, man. There's no more Shaq than a fool, man. The guy's establishing himself. And when Warriors get rid of him because they want to sign all these big names and he's going to ask for some money whenever he's due for it, he's going to make sure he gets his share. So don't be shy on some McGee, man. Get some McGee in your lineup, all right? Love McGee today. What else on Portland can I say I like? On Golden State, I mean. Klay Thompson hit or miss any given day, especially with no KD. There's going to be more shots opening for him, and he'll start going off, man. Believe it or not, you probably don't want to believe it, but McCollum plays defense, guys. McCollum has been playing. I think he's one of the most underrated defensive players, man. McCollum is a good defender, decent. So I don't really want to pick on Klay Thompson tonight. People seem to like Andre Iguodala. When KD was out the last time, Iguodala stepped up in a major way. He was getting 30 points a game. I understand that. Plus, they're down not only KD, but it's looking like they're going to be down, what's the guy named? Matt Barnes as well. So Iguodala's okay. He's coming off the bench. I'm really not big on bench guys for that for more than 4K. But Iguodala is, like I said, when KD was out for those weeks, Iguodala was the one that came through for them. So with KD already being doubtful, give Iguodala a shout. And they like to start this guy, McCaw, whenever KD misses. Once the news come out that he's getting the start, I'll give him a look as well. It's just that Portland's wings play defense in this rookie. I don't mess with rookies. I don't really roster rookies like that, but I think he's in a good spot. I don't hate him. Even Zaza, he had a bad game, but in this situation, I think he'll bounce back and give you at least 18 for that 5.75 tag. So these are all guys that I think if I had another $100 to spare, I would probably took Zaza over JaVale only because Zaza starts. But I still feel good with JaVale for just 2,800. And then on the Portland side, I got to have the entire backcourt because that's all they got is Lillard and McCollum. So in my main lineup, I got both of those guys. And then some CJ McCollum. Evan Turner I got in this lineup here. And then Aminu, I'm going to go back to him tonight and say that I like him tonight again. He didn't really perform the other day. But it's Golden State are tough. Don't stay away from Aminu. Stay away from all Portland bigs, guys. Because Golden State is a tough team when it comes to bigs. They don't mess around. Their bigs are pretty solid. They're starting with Zaza and Draymond. The starters are going to have a hard time. And then coming off the bench with JaVale McGee, he's a block monster. He's going to foul you like crazy, but I still think he can play a little bit of defense. So I don't like the bigs for Portland. And that's the end of my breakdown, guys. That's it. Let me see what you guys talking about. And then I'm done. I'm done from here. Let's see. Curry, Clay. I like that. Turner, Draymond, McGee, Beverly, Morris, Lillard. That's decent, Roman. I think it's a pretty good lineup. I have an all-scrubs lineup with Millsap, Oladipo, Clay, and Hardaway. That's risky. It's a lot of risk. Was Roberson a fluke? No, because if we look at Roberson in the 5 games that he's played this team, 5 games, that's a lot of games, man. He's averaging 30 fantasy points against this team. So I don't think it's a fluke. I just think that the breakdown and the matchups are just really fit for his type of game. I love stacking the Portland Warriors game because it's going to be a close game, and they're relatively cheaper than they should be, especially with no KD. You hit it on the nail, Peter. Good call. Good call. I'd rather have JaVale over Nene, especially with Durant being out. Hey, you saw that's the same thing I just did. I took in my second lineup. I took out Nene and threw some JaVale in there. So that's a good call, man. We're thinking on the same terms. If you haven't liked the video yet, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, guys. Let me get some likes. That's who I started with. LMAO. Wall and Curry, my locks. So you probably like my second lineup more than my main lineup then, huh, Gabe? No Harden, Gabriel. That's a good question. Gabriel is finally fading hard, and I didn't think the day would come where he really do something like that. How'd you do last night? I was in the money, as someone else called it. We made bread crumbs. We didn't make no serious bread. I didn't get the loaf. I got the crumbs, but still got my hand on the bread, right? Second lineup is nice. I'm going to tweak it a bit before lock tonight. Yeah, after looking at the second one, I like it too. Lillard, good. Iggy, good. Otto, good. Green, good. Adams, good. Curry, good. More. I love it, Peter. Love it. Looks good. No one is talking about Ryan Anderson. Yeah, I'm done. I'm not messing. Why would I mess with Ryan Anderson against Thunder? The reason that the Thunder looked the way they did the other day because they were pulling their big men to the perimeter. It's not going to happen tonight, man. The bigs for Houston is going to have a hard time tonight. Gabe, the thing I noticed is that they adjust. The middle tier guy is going to be more available, but didn't adjust Harden or Westbrook. Makes no sense to play them. Exactly. I'm not paying up for those guys today at all. Not one bit. I'm not even considering it. I'm not doing that. It's really going to cripple my lineup. I'm going to put Anderson in my McGee lineup because he can break the slate. Oh, go for it, man. Anderson is whack. Affordable. Damn, I messed that up. Yeah, Anderson is trash, man. He needs his 3-pointers to hit. I don't like Anderson today. I'm being honest. But if your gut tell you to do it, do it. Let's see what we got here. Steph, Turner, Roberson, Green, Gortat, Lillard, Anderson, Beverly. Get rid of Anderson, and then you should be all right. Stop saying my plays, guys. Love Anderson. You guys are crazy. You take Anderson. What? Let's take a look. 5K Anderson. I'm good, man. Yo, you're gonna regret that, guys. I'm telling you, man. Stay away from. I know he can shoot, but it's not the matchup. It's not the matchup for him. You got to play matchups, man. Stay away from Anderson. Just my opinion. So, been on Ryan Anderson since before the series, but don't play him if you don't like him. Still risky. Yeah, I'm good with Anderson. You guys do Anderson if you want, but I'm gonna end the video here. I'll be back at around what time does the game start tonight? 7, so 6:30. I'll come back on here and reveal my lineups like I always do. How did your boy Snell do? He did all right. He got about 18. He didn't outdo Ingles though, so I'm not too upset about it. But in the first quarter, he got like 10 points. I was pissed off. Like, damn, these dudes made me come off Snell. And he's doing well. But then the rest of the game, he kind of sucked. So that's the end of my little breakdown, guys. You guys gotta let me know how you feel in the suit. Your boy looking a little dappy today. I had a little meet. Oh, I didn't let you guys know I'm back in the working field, guys. Back to work. For those who've been following me since day one and you know my story, you know I've been out of work. And I'm back. May 1st, I'm back on the books making that chicken. So I'm excited about it. Back to doing what I love. And that's it. I'm gonna end this stream with that good news.